Okay, says we're live. Excellent. Good. All right. Yesterday was a day that I did get some editing done. So yay, I'm still on track because I think I had spent Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, doing index cards, which I have a lot. Not as many as I would like by the end of the month. But again, I do have some index cards started for the next version of this story. And so the next draft phase, I guess I should say, or the next, I don't know. I'm calling it a draft because I like drafting better than I like editing. So by calling it a draft, I'm trying to trick myself into thinking I'm not really editing things. But yeah, so but I have more editing to do, like in the digital document today that I want to get done. A couple of scenes that I want to get through in order to keep me on track for finishing by the end of this month and sort of ready to draft again next month with this project. So yeah, so I have my document pulled up. I am ready to get some stuff done. How about y'all? How y'all doing? How you feeling? And also, what are you planning to do for fun, relaxation, and self-care this weekend? I think I'm going to be doing some organizing. I don't know if that counts as like fun or relaxation, but it's definitely needed and in some ways self-care. I purchased a 3-drawer set that is big enough to hold scrapbook paper, like the 12 by 12 type situation. So it's a shallower drawer, but like wider than the typical tower of plastic drawers that you get. And so I just bought one because one, I wanted to make sure that the scrapbook paper would fit in there, but also I would like to kind of play with some of my art supplies and see if I like them better in the shallower drawers. Because right now I have the deeper drawers, and so I have like different kinds of crafts in the same drawer, and I'm trying to decide if I want to invest in shallower drawer sets. Yeah, I don't know if I would like buy them all in plastic or if I would try and make them in the workshop, because we have plenty of wood. We have plenty of wood glue. We have plenty of screws and nails and stuff. So I could feasibly just make them out of wood, which would make them a lot heavier, but would also make them a lot more durable, and could withstand more weight in them. So I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to like try and make them myself. I've thought about it quite a few times. I also would like to make another bookshelf, because the 2 white ones behind me are ones that Dad made. And then I made this one with Dad. And there's also another bookcase that I made with him that we are currently using for our DVD storage. This one was made specifically to house audio CDs at the top, and then like medium drawers, and then big or medium openings, and then a big one down at the bottom, for like tall and awkward things. So yeah, so I'm debating whether or not I want to make them out of wood, and I kind of want to, and it's just not gonna lie, but it's just sort of like it is in time and somewhat monetary investment. I don't know that we have any of the sort of like backing that we would typically use, like MDF or like a thin oak plywood or something. So I would probably have to go get that. But we have the router, we have the table saw, we have the bandsaw. We have all the things that we need to make them out of wood. And so I'm just trying to test the size of that drawer to see if it's something that is really more efficient than like the regular tower of drawers. so I'm going to be playing with organization this weekend as a thing. I don't know that I'm going to keep everything in there, but because I know that some of the tower is more useful as the deeper one, because that's where I house or keep my paint tubes, my bigger paint tubes. And I have them currently standing up because I think they do better that way. And they are just the right depth for they're just the right height for the deeper depth situation in the regular plastic drawers. But some of the other things, I'm just like, there's so much wasted space in that drawer. Or like it's so cluttered because I toss multiple crafts in the same drawer and it's not organized. So I want to stay organized, but I also want to do some reading this weekend because I'm still trying to work my way through my physical TBR shelves. So I need to, again, make some effort for that because I don't know what it is. Maybe I should just try a different book and DNF the one that I'm currently on. But yeah, still struggling with the physical TBR shelf, which you would not think at all because I have like all of these books behind me that I have read. My TBR shelf that has not been read is over on this side, but it's still quite large. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop talking and ask you what y'all are doing for self-care, relaxation, fun. Y'all going on hikes? Is the weather nice? Are you spending time with family, friends? Going out? Staying in? What's the situation? Rosalind says, heyo. Hello. Welcome. Diane says, hello all. Hello. Welcome. Elizabeth is here. Hi there. Hello. Monique says, I've already gotten started writing. I don't want to say what I'm working on right now. So a spicy scene. I see. Cool Gamer says, hi. Hey. Hello. Welcome. Ashley says, hey. Hello. Jen writes from it. Says, hi. Hello. And Jen says to Diane, I loved your video where you painted the onions. You make it look so easy. Ooh, yes. I am all for making things look easy in terms of like art and painting. So I will definitely have to go check that out. And CB says, hello. Hello. And Diane sends some love back. Yes. Ooh, Jen's you're going thrift shopping tomorrow. Ooh, nice. So do you have like a round of thrift stores that you hit? Because that's what my mother does. She has like 4 or 5 stores that she just sort of like hits. Sometimes she hits multiple in the same day. Sometimes she's like goes to one a day because they have different senior citizens days. I don't know. I don't understand everything that she does for thrifting, but she always is really good about finding stuff. So yeah. Okay. So I think we need to do a card pull, right? So what do we need to know about today? Oh, okay. So we have the Devil in reverse. So recovery, leaving toxic situations, detachment, but also freedom, facing your shadows, independence, reclaiming your power, and letting things go when they don't serve you anymore. So here is our Devil inverted. The Devil card is always an interesting one because it's like you have created a prison for yourself. And so what is it we need to know from you? Ooh, 9 of Wands. I think this is the card of like the wounded warrior who persists, if I remember this right. So persisting in things that are helpful and healthy for us. I do like that idea. Yes, resistance, courage, self-discipline, and power. Card of the wounded warrior who lives to fight another day. Yes, so we have the escape from our own prison, escape from a prison of our own making, and the card of the persistence even through tough times. I think that is a fantastic pairing that makes a whole lot of sense. Let's see. Scrolly, scrolly, scroll. Yeah, Diane got caught in the strangeness of the emoji weird glitch. Okay. Oh, okay. So yes, we have a squirrel for our animal spirit, and the main message is believe in yourself. I think these go quite nicely together. I think this is a very good reading. So here is our squirrel friend. Are you going to focus on it? Probably not. Anyway, so believe in yourself. You have accumulated wisdom and experience and are surrounded by all you need. An abundance of resources is available to you through the generosity of spirit and all your hard work. Squirrel shows up when you need reminding that the acorns you have gathered and stowed away have enormous potential to grow, so relax into knowing that there is always enough and you have what it takes to co-create the reality you want to experience. Through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. How much potential you have. Believe in yourself, for the Spirit believes in you and wants you to know that you have enough and are enough. Doesn't that truth make you feel safe and secure? It should, for you have everything that you need right now. Oh, yay. I think these are good cards together, but also, yes. The pairing of these is very, very good, I think. So escaping from a prison of your own making through your own efforts, persistent efforts, and belief in yourself. I think those go rather nicely together. Okay. So, oh, Monique just drew the devil inverted as well. Nice. Okay, that is definitely the card for today then. Okay, so yes, you have a round of thrift stores. You have about 3 of them depending on your mood. Gotcha. Megan, hello. The boyfriend just arrived home, so you've been showing him all your new clothes and chatting and stuff. Nice. CB says the weather here is terrible right now. You were in Spain last week on vacation. Your mother's still here, and you are reorganizing / gutting and decluttering the apartment. Nice. Megan asks, how was Spain? Jen wants to know what new clothes. Boyfriend's cousin bought over a whole box of clothes for you, so now you're showing the boyfriend. Nice. Yes. It's the first time that Darcy and Ben are having spicy time, and it happens after they save Ben's cousin from getting canceled. Nice. Emma popped in to boop the like button. Thank you very much, Emma. Appreciate it. Squirrel. Yes. Yes. I read you just have to make a space between the last word and the emoji. Oh, is that what causes it? Interesting. If anybody wants to test it, feel free. But Emma can't stay because you're doing your own live, but that is actually going really well as well. Excellent. Good. Yes. You have a squirrel on your porch now. Nice. We have one that frequently comes to eat the bird feed. So, yeah. CB says, I'm doing final edits on Stark for President for the love of a genius. Nice. Excellent. Diane says, Emma, thank you for the reminder. And Paget says, hi. Hello. Jen is excited the Paget is here. Jen says, my daughter needs dresses for things, and so I hope she finds them. I don't want to buy brand new dresses. Yeah, I can understand that for sure. Excuse me. You took my breath away. Ty says hi. Megan is testing with the hippo. Did not work. Hippo is still there, but so is the testing word. So apparently that's not it. You feed the birds so the squirrels jump tens as well. Yeah. Yeah. Emma says, Paget, I cleared the cache and the cookies and everything like you told me to. Excellent. Hopefully it works better then. Because technology is just, it's either your best friend or the bane of your existence. One or the other. There is no in between. Megan says, it's not doing the thing for me today. Oh no. Well, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and do a sprint. Present, share screen, teapot timer. Make it big. All right. I think we have everything ready. So again, one, if you've already been working today, save your document. If not, now's a great time to pull up your document or documents. So I have mine pulled up. I'm excited about it. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. If you need a longer stretch or you need to stretch your wrists, please do that. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I think I've finished with 2 of the scenes that I wanted to get done. Again, these are sort of like editing passes for specific things. So it's not like a huge amount of words added. Sometimes it's just like word choices, or sometimes it's like going back and making sure that I have eliminated some of the boring repetitions of clutch words. So I got that done. 2 of them anyway. Okay, and then I'm also sort of like making note of like the length of specific scenes and whether or not I need to add or subtract in order to get sort of like an average word count for my scenes so that they feel like they're moving at a steady pace. I don't know if this is necessarily, because I know that some scenes, because they have to have more things or less things, will vary in length, but I am looking to like fall into a specific range of word count, so that there's a scene break or a chapter break at specific intervals. That makes it easier to sort of pick up again. So like if you have it for your toilet reads, or for your morning ride reads, or for whatever, so that it is good to have sort of like breaks, even if they end up on cliffhangers, which, keep you turning to the next section. But there should be some breaks, I think, anyway, because I have encountered that sort of like great swaths of scenes and chapters that are they can be daunting. So like if you only have 5 or 10 minutes to read, and like you have a single scene that's going to take you 20 minutes to read, it may be less pick upable. I don't know. So anyway, I'm looking to make sure that my scenes are digestible sizes, shall we say. And of course, that does have sort of like a range of words. It's not like a hard, like, this must be X number of words. But yeah, so I'm working on that. I'm working on aiming for that. Again, I'm sure that I will have some chapters or scenes that are exceptions, but and also that range, I think the range of like scene length honestly changes based on genre. Like some genres, it's acceptable to have longer scenes, drawn out scenes, or just long scenes with tons of action. Whereas in others, it's like short snippets. I don't know. Maybe it depends on the act rather than necessarily the genre or something. But anyway, so I'm attempting to sort of rein in my tendency to overwrite, shall we say. So yeah. Okay. Okay, Monique has a legit question. What is considered too explicit for chick-lit? Honey, Sarah J. Maas exists, so I think that's her name. It's just know that whatever spice level you put into it is the spice level that your readers will come to expect. And it generally only increases to satisfy certain readers. So if this is your first spicy scene, you may want to do, I don't know, dip your toe in rather than a whole cannonball in. I don't know. But anything goes. It's just up to what you want to write and what you want your readers to expect. You're having fun writing the scene, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure if you're going to keep it. Gotcha. Paget says to Emma that Engineer is looking at your cover for Her Perfect Hero and says, you have excellent color choices. I would agree with this because Emma's covers are spectacular. Paget and the engineer have gone back and forth and up and down on your covers, and he is very specific. So this is high praise coming from the house. Nice. Excellent. CB's on dinner duty tonight, and it's dinner time, so I'll be back in a bit. Excellent. Have fun and enjoy dinner with your mom. Diane says, randomly looking up interlibrary loan books you can get. Was it on my list to do? No, but you're doing it. That's okay. Reading what you want from that your library doesn't normally have is perfectly fine in terms of self-care. It's research or whatever you want to, whatever excuse you want to give. Rosalind says, worked on a commission and nervously sent a message to your cover artist to cancel the order and go somewhere else since they've ghosted me for a week and I don't think they'll finish it on time. Oh no. Okay, well, hopefully that works out for the best. Hopefully you find someone who can do a fantastic job in the timeline that you want. Yeah, that is nerve-wracking. Yeah. Megan says, I was on Tumblr and hanging with the boyfriend and job hunting. Yes. Ashley says, I do whatever I want. Lol. Long scenes, short scenes, in between scenes. Yes. I do as well. I just, I have for my sort of like standard length, I'm trying to keep a certain pace because there are pieces of literature or pieces of novels or web novels that I come back to, and I realize that they are usually like a specific average length, as well as sort of like a mixture of the dialogue and action. So I sort of like, I'm aiming for that sort of like turn page ability of like pacing for this particular book. I'm attempting. So we'll see how it goes. It may not make it to that by the time I'm done with the last iteration of this novel, but I'm aiming for something. Ashley says, just downloaded about 20 images of elderly ladies to test on your landing page to go with your testimonial section. Okay, nice. Adding the testimonial section is good. Yes. Monique says, almost 700 words written. You feel very proud of yourself. I'm very proud of you. That's amazing. And Jen says, smiley face. Yes. Diane says, I'm sure that's not stressful at all. Sarcasm in the house, right? Jen says, I write a lot of that. Spicy sections. I can take a look when you're done if you would like. Nice. All right. The space thing does not work for you. Oh, no. All righty. Let's do the purple teapot. And then we might switch to one of HK's or one of Laura's. All right, so 30 minutes this time. Then this is the second sprint, so it's the self-promo sprint. So if you have something that you would like to promote, your Amazon author name, books that are out, books that are coming out, websites, blogs, social medias, etc., that you would like us to follow, please let us know what name it's under and where to find you. Also, remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. So make sure that you sort of talk around the issue. And yeah. Okay, so regular reminders. 1, save your document and all the progress. 2, make sure you take a sip if you have not done so recently. Cheers. Three, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That's Brent. Oh no, Kat, you're not feeling well. Yeah, definitely try and relax and feel better. Some tasty soup that has some goodness in it, and some rest for sure. Okay, and don't forget, that is the second sprint. So self promo. So if I have not shared your link, please let me know, and I can at least share your channel link. So, I did get a couple of more scenes done, but I did sort of like have to kind of pause and make some notes of things as I went along. I mean, I made notes in the column as well, but I just like to have multiple places to put things because sometimes your girl forgets. Okay, so let me scroll up. Okay. So Megan says, this week's post for Substack is Stitching and Bitching, my latest crochet projects. Nice. Fun title. Yes. So here's the link for that. Or you can check out all of Megan's things at the Linktree /Megan_McCarthy. Monique's trying to get in a hold of Jen Wright's Romance. And then I shared Rosalind's channel, Diane's art channel, Elizabeth's channel, Monique's channel, Cool Gamer's channel, Ashley Emma's, Jen Wright's Romances, CB's, Megan's, Emma's, Ty's, and I had originally messed up Paget's link, so then I had to redo. So this is Paget's link. But Diane and Paget were joking that it was because I accidentally put Emma's link there, that it was the secret plan to double promote Emma. You're welcome. If you are also searching for more channels, don't forget that the tiny URL for the AuthorTube spreadsheet, that first page, is also just all the channel links. That should be in the description. I have not posted it in the chat yet, so oopsies. But that link should be in the description as well. And Charlie popped in. Hello, welcome. Here's Charlie's main channel, the CE Dorset channel. The front moving through has your body screaming, but you're doing pretty good. Excellent. Okay. Well, not excellent for the hurting, but doing pretty good is good. Paget said that we like Megan's post. Excellent. Yes. Charlie says, pre-save my new album, Born in Shadow. There's 2 new songs, 2 covers, and remastered versions of all of the previous singles. And here is the link for that. And you can also join in Charlie's epic fantasy adventure, The Shadow Phoenix Saga. And here's the playlist of that. And Paget says, I finished the last chapter and the wrap-up last night after the writers group. Yay, but you're calling this draft like 0.5 draft on account of all the fix the gaping problems in the future. Yes, I'm very familiar with this. As your outline pulls a Joe Wilson on you. Yes, and then we started talking about outline versus story. Yes. Yay for finishing, says Charlie. Drafting can be tricky. Just remember, as long as the story is fun and interesting, a lot of errors disappear from view. This is true. Paget says, you lie. You said this stuff would happen and none of it happened. Okay, so maybe 38% happened, but most of it didn't. Why do I exist? From the outline. Yes. There's no trophy for sticking to the outline exactly. Correct. There is no trophy. Or even half exactly. I have heard that the key to success is to like adjust your outline as you go, but I could be wrong. Outlines are a guide. The story is the journey. You don't have to visit every place on the map if it won't add to the story. This is a nice perspective. I like this. Monique needs to make lunch. Ashley is editing your new Amish Red Riding Hood story. Nice. I feel like I've seen like a resurgence of maybe it never left. Maybe I'm just seeing it again because I'm paying attention to it after like but I feel like I'm seeing a resurgence of the fairy tale retellings, which I am absolutely not mad at because I love those. Bonnie being Bonnie says hello and Stream Hoppers United. So here is Bonnie's channel link. Bonnie says happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Diane also loves Charlie's perspective there. But Diane has to put on shoes and play grown up. So hopefully they're at least fun or comfy, one or the other. Ashley says, last night a screenwriting coach told me your log line was terrible and to not show it to anybody, which is terribly mean. Charlie says, thank you to Diane. I have thought about it a lot because you are a plantser. You outline a lot, but you rarely follow the outline. Yes. They are more of a negative draft before your zero draft. Gotcha. Ashley says the critique was so cringe because the host of the meeting, who is also a screenplay writer, told me she disagreed with that lady. So it was sort of a funny situation. Yeah. Charlie also says that was harsh. Hopefully it was a fair critique and not just cruelty. But, yeah. And I asked, did they specify why they didn't like it? Ooh, Monique has hit 34K. Nice. Nice. And here's where Kat came in. And here's Kat's channel. The screenwriting coach said it was too short, but your coach, who's an advisor to the movie producers, says it has to be under 28 words. So yours was way shorter than anybody else's. See, when we're talking about like log lines or like the one sentence synopsis, I thought it was supposed to be like 20 or under. So for movies, apparently 28 or under. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So what are the credentials of this coach? How many screenplays have they sold compared to your advisor to movie producers? Question mark. It sounds so cringe to be a part of. I feel like when people use superlatives to criticize something, it says more about them or their current mood than the work itself. That is also true. Almost finished with the commission. Woo, nice, Rosalind. Excellent. You had to leave out details, of course, but when the host emailed me right after and said, sorry, she was so harsh, and I disagreed with her, it should be short. Gotcha. Yeah. There's a lady hosting class, and her guest speaker steamrolled you. She didn't say anything at the time, but it was literally right at the end. Okay. Gotcha. If something is truly terrible, unless you're friends with the girl and you both feel comfortable poking at each other a little, you shouldn't tell a stranger in that way. Right. Yeah. You should be a little bit more professional about your criticisms. Yeah. The logline was, after Adam left the Amish to hunt down the woman who killed his brother, he doesn't expect for her to find him first and confess. Okay. So the critique was literally just it was too short? Yeah, it was just too short. Interesting. Interesting. I like the log line. So, Paget says, unless you're feeling insecure or want to hurt them, or they're projecting or trying to look big or whatever, maybe not on purpose, but anyway, yeah. Yeah. She was like, "What? That's too much blood. She killed his brother." But the woman accidentally hit him with her car. It's not like she's a serial killer. Well, yeah, and like I feel like your log line allows people to begin to imagine a story on their own. Like you don't specify that it's with a car. So you don't necessarily know what time frame we're in. Um, you don't know whether the brother was a complete a-hole and it was like a well-deserved thing. um, like with the word confess, or is she confessing to the crime? Is she confessing to love? We don't know. So it leaves a lot of questions for you to become more curious about the story. So I don't feel like this is a bad log line. I mean, yeah. But since you had to keep it under 28 words, you left that out. You left out that it was accidental. Gotcha. But see, like, you know, I think it's a good one. Pedge says it doesn't mean the tagline doesn't need a lot of if yeah. Is it right inducing? No. Yeah. Jen is excited about the album. Ooh, and also the writers group. Also, you have like 20 log lines that you wrote for that one and picked it randomly. Guess you picked the wrong one, but you have better ones. You are having a bad night because it's dinner you worked so hard on burned. Oh no! And then you were in a bad mood, so you were kind of surprised it didn't bother you that much. Your husband and you were laughing about it after. Yes. Here is Charlie's link. Yay. Ashley says, "Ooh, cool. My husband just recorded an album with his band. I think he'll be on Spotify this week. Nice." If you want to drop the band name so we can find it, or the album name, or both, whichever. Yeah, not a terrible log line whatsoever. She's upset about something else. Yeah, I think so. Charlie says to Ashley, "That's exciting." Yes, yes. Thanks. It's kind of bad though. Are we talking about the log line or are we talking about the album? Oh no. Too much blood for an Amish story. You could take out the word for. Alternative electronic music, kind of lo-fi, and if lo-fi and goth had a baby that likes to dance. Nice. Yes. Okay, I know that y'all have probably seen this by now, but there's like the story of the parrot and the goth girlfriend who got together, like, and they made adorable like half goth babies. I'm sure that you can find it. Like, I don't know if it's a parakeet or a parrot or some sort, but it's a bird, brightly colored. Then got a black and gray girlfriend, and they had babies, and it was cute. So now anytime people say if this and this, goth-wise had a baby, I imagine these little birdies, because that's how my brain goes. See what you mean. Adding the hit by a car accidentally messes with the flow. It does. A little bit, yeah. Goth baby, that was funny. No joke, I would listen to it. You should. Guess it's a super important detail. I mean, I forget what she said, but she's helped dozens of authors sell their books as movies, so I think she is pretty experienced. So it's confusing to get conflicting info. Gotcha. And all she said was just, "This is terrible." Oh no. When Adam's brother is struck by a car and killed, he leaves the Amish to hunt down the driver. He doesn't expect her to find him first and confess. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you still have sort of like a lot of room for imagination, both in this one and in the previous one that you shared. Because you still have the question in this one, whether it was truly accidental, and which confess context we're using. So, you suck at writing log lines, though. It is hard. It is hard. It is hard. I think I've spent a full 2-hour session just trying to work on like a 1-sentence log line or synopsis of something before. And it is very hard. And I never got it in that time frame. I had to work on it again afterwards. You spent seriously 4 to 6 months on each log line / hook and change one word or add another. It takes forever. Yeah. I was thinking if I don't say it's accidental, that would make people curious. You are right about that. Exactly. Yeah. Or what he doesn't expect is the woman finding him first, or he doesn't expect the woman. Okay. Yeah. When Adam's brother is struck by a woman driver and killed, he leaves the Amish to lobby for a group that would ban female driver's licenses. That changes the story a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah. It does a little bit. Mm-hmm. Making people curious when you don't say accidental, but you don't need to give them everything, right? Yeah. Okay, so you think the band is Michael Corletto or Michael Corletto Band? It's country rock. And the album is amazing. Okay, so we were talking about the log line. Okay, gotcha. You managed to get a copy of RDJ's album, The Futurist. You haven't listened to it yet, but I bet it's fabulous. I hope so. Jenna, sorry, I have an eyelash that's falling in my eye, and so I'm just like all up in my eyeball. Jenna says, hello, slides in and tags the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. Patch says it's amazing how long 1 to 2 sentences can take to craft. It's like Oscar Wilde levels of staring at the thing for 3 hours and then just deleting one word. Yeah. So true. Very, very true. Ashley agrees. Summarizing a 350-page book in 28 words is hard. Yes. Agreed. In a short log line like that, should I also allude that it's a romance too? I feel like there's no room. You could say, so instead of, you'd have to like work with the word count, but okay. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this, which is exactly what the problem with log lines is. But instead of saying he didn't expect her to find him first and confess, you could say he didn't expect the culprit to find him first, nor the sparks. He didn't expect to. Is this like a love at first sight, or is this like Yeah, but I think maybe not expecting sparks to fly. Something along those lines. He didn't expect the like visceral attraction with the culprit. Like something, if you want to emphasize that it's going to be a romance. Yeah. But then again, there's like the confess, because you confess to a crime, but you also confess to your love. It's a confession. You love confess your love. Confess your sin, confess your love. I don't know. Like, Lexi suggests maybe something like he didn't expect the culprit to be the woman he found attractive or that he had fallen for. That's a nice yes. You could do something like that. True. So yeah, there are definitely ways to make it a little bit more obvious that this is going to be a romantic genre. But yeah, this is terrible is just unhelpful, right? Yeah, because there's nothing you can grab onto that is actually fixable. There is nothing in this is terrible as a critique that helps. It's not constructive at all because you don't know what necessarily is terrible. Is it lacking in detail? Is it poorly constructed? Is it, like, what is it exactly? Like, how do you slip in? Also, they totally exchange meaningful glances on the regular into 28 words, right? There are some things you don't want them to know, like the accidental part, maybe. You don't want anyone to know who the victims are going to be in mind, for example, so that's half the reveal. Gotcha. You love the episode summaries for Mad Men, like 7 super meaningful things that happen in an episode, and the summary will say Don and Roger take the meeting in Midtown. Joan hosts a dinner. It's like all this crazy stuff happened, but if they said anything like that, it would be as fun to discover. True. It's like giving your chapters titles that don't spoil what the chapter is going to be, right? Yeah. She did say some stuff, but it didn't really apply. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, saying just this is terrible is not a good response. Not a good critique. Okay. I've seriously been talking for way too long. Let's do let's do one of HK's new penguin timers. Okay. I'm going to scroll this down to a 25. That way, because I know that Michael usually starts at 3:15, and I think Savvy has been scheduled for 3 o'clock on the Morning Guru channel. So we'll do a 25. Okay. So again, this is one of HK's timers. So yeah. All right. So 1, save your document and all the progress that we are making. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that we are hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for the posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. All right, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, such a happy little penguin. And I have gotten a little bit more done. I also kept thinking about the little blurb that Ashley was working on. So I posited a possible one into the chat, but it is 36 words, so it's a little long, but I think it could be cleaned up to be a little shorter and hopefully usable. So sort of like still same like pattern of like hit a car, hunt it down, but also with the added romance, and from the female lead's POV. So hopefully that helps or gives at least a starting point. But yeah, Heather came in, booped the like button for us. Thank you very much. Pedge says you're onto something there. Good rhythm. Well, good. I like it. Little danger works wonder with attraction psychology. Yes. Yes. But I also like it is much easier to do or think of phrasings that could work for other people's stories that you are not like as invested emotionally in as your own work. So I wonder if we shouldn't just all be like swapping log lines and book blurbs. Be like, you do mine, I'll do yours. That way we don't have to stress about it so much. So, but Paper Tiger did a blurbening stream, so like at the back of the book blurb that you missed, same concept but with a blurb, which is the blurb is also a brain bender. Yes, I would agree with that. And there are a couple of like the critique group live set past ones, and I'm trying to think. I know that Lisa Daly and her writing group with Story Detective and Michelle and Caro and a couple of their sessions have been on sort of like specific topics, like working on newsletter, working on the blurbs, that kind of stuff. So I know there are a couple of past ones that have happened. I think there might have been a panel or two in the Worldwide Write-a-thon, now going to be renamed the Storyteller's Hearth. So I know that there are several things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's always good to kind of workshop in the chat too. So, all right, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like buttons, and make sure you check out the link in. But I will also hopefully just real quick paste it in the chat for the spreadsheet. I have not checked the spreadsheet yet today, so I need to do that after we end. But yeah. So make sure you save your document, and I will see y'all on Sunday, 2 to 5. And can y'all believe it's already the last weekend of March? Like, how insane is that? It's crazy. Anyway, don't forget to save, and I will see y'all on Sunday. I think Sunday I'm probably going to try and do some goal setting for quarter 2 and specifically camp in April. Goal setting and make sure that all of that for quarter 2 starts getting set up. So, all right, I will see y'all soon in the chats if I don't see you later. All right, bye.